Hey team, I want to talk a little bit longer probably in
Wish I
this one
could
than
do more for
some of the
Stoker. I'm
previous
definitely going to give him a piece of
videos
this. This
because there are
goes
quite
real
a
nice
bit
for
to
me.
this, and it's the 11 principles
Bang.
of training.
And for
And
what
this
I'm
is something that
doing
I
with
grew
those
up with
perfect numbers and
back
perfect
in the
squares,
90s, and I
I'm
think
not
it's still
necessarily playing
applicable
with lead
today, although I
plates
think,
and
to be
hydronic
honest with you,
lighters,
too many times
but YAR. 11 principles and how I'm
sometimes we
setting
think
up
we have to
this
create new things, or
wave
we
function
put
for
away the
labor
old
pay and,
stuff
and
because we
redoing the
think that
rank
it's no longer
structure,
relevant,
E2
or
to
just
E8
whatever the
there.
case is. So I think
Um,
it's worth revisiting.
I don't want to do it for
So
righteous
as we get
reasons
this
because
going,
we'll
man,
be
I'm
getting
looking
into the
forward to any
inch here in a
thoughts or
minute,
comments that you
redoing it.
have, and I'm going to
But we're going
encourage
to
and submit
need
to you to
feet,
leave them down
miles,
below.
inches,
That way we can continue
seconds,
to keep this
minutes, so
conversation
on and so
rolling
forth,
as we
because they're already
seek
good
to
for the
master
bit
our craft and grow
and
this and enlarge this
subframes.
community. For folks
But
who are
they
trying to get
do
after
work really
business
well,
a little bit
at
different, maybe a
least
little bit more
XY, maybe
authentically,
not the
which is something
XYZ
that I think
bits altogether,
we
because
miss
you're
way
walking
too
a
much. It's
path
just
that's
that sense of being
shoulder to
authentic.
shoulder, 18 inches,
So the
12
very first
inches.
principle of
If you could
leadership
pack people
is
in
to
there,
know
then you can get
yourself
that
and
many
to
people in the
seek
square
self-improvement.
by
Man, I
the
say this
center
all
mass
the
at each
time.
square position. Too much.
And
Can't get
it's
them to do
something
anything.
that I
It's a
think
nuclear soup factory there.
that we know that
So
we
when I'm
think
building
that
my
we
square,
know that we think
it
that we
kind of
should
starts with a
know,
square, me in it, the
but we don't
symbol
often
of that
apply
square.
enough, right?
Doing
You
the
have to
rockers,
look in the
single rocker,
stinking
double
mirror,
rocker, triple rocker, bars and rockers,
as Michael Jackson would
or,
say. I'm
bars,
staring at the
triple
man in the
bars,
mirror, right?
rockers, double
I'm
rockers,
asking him
triple
to make a
rockers,
change,
takes you
and
E2 to E8.
we have to
And
have a
that's
sense
still
of
6
integrity
moves.
when we do this,
That's
because too many times
actually
it's
on the
easy
chessboard
for us
pawn
to
to the
assume
pawn in
that
front of
because
the
maybe I'm
king
in a
on the other
leadership
side
position in the
of the
first
table.
place,
But
or
that's a
because
shadow
it is my
problem,
perception that it
refracted,
is reality, and that
a
everybody
bunch of
else should
subframes that
adopt
say
what I
if
see. And
X
this is not
or
always the
Y,
case, man.
it's up or down.
This guy
Kind
a
of
really
got that
long time
trig
ago
bit to it where
said
if there's
something to
another
the effect that
position,
we
you could
should
put that moment there.
remove
That's
the
where
log from
that,
our eye
well,
before
X and
we
Y, the 2
go
points
to
I got,
pull,
and I need to know where
a
that
stick
thing
out
is.
of
And I
somebody
can't tell by
else's.
regular observations,
And
right?
so we have to
T's
have
not
this
going to
sense
cover
that
where I'm in
we're not
that
always
square,
right,
1 by 4,
and we should be
or
constantly
1 to 4,
seeking
1 to
and
2,
looking
either way,
at ourselves first and
is
getting
delated.
ourselves right
Subframe says 2 moves of an electron.
before
The
we act out
Gaussian
of
in the pipe, screaming fish
self-righteousness to
problem,
get somebody
at
else right. Does
parentheses
that make
XY.
sense?
We're doing
I
the
think we've
AR
probably
range.
all come
I'm sorry to
across
overtalk. I
leaders
do it in
who,
it's great
and even
satire.
ourselves, if
Great
we take a
background.
hard, honest look at
Subframe, the
ourselves,
anti-particle
times
isn't
and moments when we
anti,
have not
but
applied this.
I got to be careful. That's
It's
why I'm
easy to
not
become
putting any of those
hypocritical.
pictures up there. Sounds great. Talking about
And so I
subframes,
think this
hitting
is
some
definitely
numbers.
something that we have to get right, right? And so the second one is to be technically and tactically proficient.
X,
In the
Y,
military,
X,
we
Y.
all have a
This
JOB.
loop.
We all have an MOS. And
MOS,
regardless
XYZ.
of what it is, right, there's
MOS.
a sense of, tasks
What
and
they're doing
standards
with
that we
it
have to be able
for,
to perform and to
you're going to hear a
maintain.
lot of crypto about
And it
addresses,
doesn't matter
about
ultimately
location
if
in
it's
that open field.
something
That
that is
1 by 1
inherently
field,
tactical
100 feet
related,
field,
or if it is
squared
something that is
roughly
technically
in the
related.
area.
There's a technical
And
aspect
there's a technical
to running
aspect
battle
to
drills, right?
25 point, 25 point,
But even
25,
more than that,
64
in the
dash something.
certainly in the Army,
It could be
you're going to
111,
be
112,
put in
121.
positions that are outside of
So when you look
your
at doc
skill
training,
set and outside of your
that's
MOS.
kind of what the subframe is.
Whether you
They're
get, put in
very,
any of an S
very
shop, right,
basic.
whether
You have no purpose
tasked to be
whatsoever
an
being in log 9
S3 or an
basic robot.
S4, an S6,
You stick up here in log 3.
working for the 8, working in a company orderly room or
There's a
training
subframe
room.
to this, but this one
You're
again is going to work
to be put
because one
outside
of those squares,
of
when
your
you do
box.
3 to 1, when you do 2 to 1,
And it's going to happen to
3 to
each
1,
and every single one of
they're
us.
offsets. X and Y are not the same
For
numbers.
some of us,
if
we may only
this
spend
was time,
a little bit
and
of time
this
there.
was space,
And
or
for
how.
others of us, we
And
may
this
spend the
was
vast majority of
how
our time
far I
on the
threw the
line.
ball, the vertical limit,
But
the TL. This will
no
start
matter
the
what,
fractal, weak
it's too easy to
force,
say, well, I've never done that
electromagnetism,
before.
strong force,
Right, I've
where
never,
photon and
I've
gluon
never had this kind of job before. I've never
are
worked
both
on this
irrational
piece of
numbers. So when I say
before. I've never done
things like
X, Y,
sigma
or Z before.
with
And that's
lowercase
something
delta,
that a soldier, a junior enlisted service
parentheses
member can get by
equals
with. But man, if you are a non-commissioned officer, man, that is
3
not an
bars
excuse that any
and
leader needs to hear from
and
you. What they need to hear from you is,
one bottom
Roger, I
rocker.
got it.
And well, that's the
And
same
then you
thing
go
as
after
1
it
bar,
and get
2
after
bars,
it. And
or
I'm
3
not
bars,
telling
ain't
you
it?
to not bring up
Well, a
risks
first
that
day
might be
rookie,
associated.
18 to 80.
But
An
far too often,
a seasoned vet
way
that's
too often,
very
man. I
different
have
now.
heard.
Orientation,
Well, I
what's
haven't
up?
touched the
But
equipment
they
in
are
4 years. 'Cause I got
binary.
stuck in
They
an
are
orderly room.
they are that
Dude,
fast.
I don't care. Learn how to get the
Um,
stuff done. Like, it's too easy.
Then you'll be able to get into the
Get
subframe.
back into the regulations.
And
get back into the
so what I'm
TMs,
working
get
here in
back
this
into the
model,
FMs,
page for page, as you
and
kind of go
master
through
your
it,
craft.
the Hancock,
That's
the
what
run
it's all about.
speeds, those
So
scales,
the
because
third
there's
leadership
actually
principle is to
quarter-inch
develop
map
a
on there
sense of
on the second
responsibility.
page
And
of
I
my
cannot
town.
tell you how
The center of
important
it,
this is.
every
Because
list
if
of
your
everything
team
that's
has
in
buy-in,
there, the police station
man,
to the high
the
school
stuff and the
or the
crap that you
elementary
can
or
accomplish
however that's supposed to
as an
go.
organization. But if they don't buy in, if they
Is 7.
don't feel that
So
they have a
when we
sense
get into
that
these
what
log
they
7s,
do,
I have them
it
set to
matters,
bosses, right? You're not on the 20-hour working.
then they are never going to give it
one
their
day,
all.
2 days,
So I've
3
always
days,
found that
right?
if you find
Because-
some small
or
wins,
4 days.
you know,
That's
go
how
after those
that
first,
you're gonna get those
and then
weird
add
numbers
another
where
win,
it's like,
and then add another win. And those
it doesn't,
easy, simple
doesn't
wins
wanna.
can be just doing the 4 stinking basic things
wink.
right that we have to do in the military, right? Right
So
time, right
this
uniform,
being
right
wave function,
frame of
you'll hear me
mind,
talk about it. You'll
right
see
location.
sigma.
You do those 4
And you can
things
get rid of
right,
this if you want, but
and
just
you're gonna
I'm
be
trying to say
squared
an
away,
integral here
right?
of the first position. This is a
But you
movement.
get 'em a win.
E has value, voltage,
And you
current,
gloat over
amps.
it.
This has on X
in front
and
of
its
others.
Y.
You tell their
In a
story.
square position is going to give you this T number in life on that
And you
copper
send that
wire.
win to motor maintenance, into your vehicle maintenance, into your weapons maintenance. And you spill that over into the training that you're doing.
Bad. Yeah, you like
Get them to buy in and to understand what your mission essential tasks are for your unit. And your team doesn't have Mets, man. Your company,
this book is
and your
a little
battalion,
different.
and your brigade,
This
they have
we
Mets.
won ADP,
They have to
but
buy into it. They have
why
to
did I
understand
break mine
of
down?
the why of what they are
ADP
doing
is a
and how it's
monster.
going to impact a larger piece of the organization. And ultimately,
No, we're getting in here,
our
new
nation
James
at
Webb
large,
tech in
right?
there. That's cool.
The
I'm
next
glad
one is
we
to
did
make
that. But
sound
you'll be
and
doing
timely
Gresham's law just
decisions.
the same. Some
I
evolution,
mean, come on, how
some
many times?
subframes
How many
where
times?
we're taking this. I wish I could show you my
Has
town
somebody
map.
sat around
Bend this
a
over,
company
have it going this
facility,
way,
a motor
'cause
pool,
New
out in the
York
parking lot,
east
and they
is
said,
that
well, I'm
direction.
just standing
New
by
north
to stand
is,
by.
or excuse-
And
yeah,
it's all
north
because
is that way. So my town,
some NCO doesn't
there's
feel
a couple of
empowered to
iron
make a
things,
decision
some
that a
breakdowns.
non-commissioned officer
Back
should
to
be
that
able
list
to
of
make.
things: police station, hospital.
Now I get
UHS,
it, man. There's a lot of
NDT,
leaders that may try to
City-
strip and
Navy
revoke
Federal,
you
whatever.
of some of your duties
and
and
you're going to go
responsibilities.
A and B
as
with those,
non-commissioned
really. You're going to
officer.
say fire priorities,
And if
the
you
big
found
military
yourself in that
sets, and then
position,
DOTs.
you need to
some
start taking back.
Department of Transportation,
right?
state
Start
crew,
taking
road crews.
back
They're the same
what
stuff.
is yours.
It's just binary.
Because it is yours.
It's
man,
bits,
you're
it's
an
subframes,
NCO. You're
it's
a leader.
This going through this and making that happen. I learned.
If somebody came up to me and said, and it happened,
kills
you know,
me right now.
It happens almost every
Kills me.
day. When I'll have an NCO or a senior NCO come up to me and say, you know, I
There we go.
couldn't
This'll do.
execute this because I
This
made a
is
decision for
that map,
that.
and I
Or
actually got
I
it
told
close to
them
the
to go
scale.
do X, Y,
It's like,
and Z.
okay, so there's a little
And
house. There's
this
a
is just
little tiny
Stoker,
house. This
right?
about the scale
I will
that it's on.
not,
And in that
unless
map
somebody
of
did
town
something
where I got it grid
unethical,
down,
immoral,
why that
illegal,
scale?
whatever,
Because we
something
can
like
swim
that,
into
right?
here to
I
that
am
football
not
field
going to strip
and do the
that
square.
NCO's
The 300 by
authority as an
300
NCO.
is actually going to
That's
be
just not how I roll.
like that.
Now there
inside
are
of there
times,
because,
for
well,
example,
360
I was in
feet
the barracks today.
by 160,
We're doing an
150.
unannounced barracks
And
visit of a few rooms throughout
when we zoom
our
in,
barracks.
that's
It's
what
a
we're
pretty
creating.
large,
We're going to say we want to make that
barracks.
square over here. We want to
and I
find those
walked down from
frames
the
that
CQ
say
office,
in
and
there.
I went to
We
use
can
the
we can
latrine,
scale
and I was
that to
waiting
3 to
on,
1 and make it a perfect
senior
square. Or
leadership
one of
to
them
show
6
up,
to 1s or 4 to
and
1s.
there was literally
They'll add up.
puke
There are
in
different
the sink.
combinations, different standard
And I went
models
out
of
and
that.
I found that
especially
young
when you do
non-commissioned
that raw
officer who's,
state.
had the
This
charge of quarters.
binary model
That's what CQ means, by the way, if you didn't know. Charge of quarters.
subframes.
And I said, hey, high speed, when's the last time that you walked your post? So, you know, just a
And
couple hours
that's
ago. I
why
was like, really?
laws
Come
of
with
motion
me.
and
Because I
thermodynamics.
promise you, you have not been in this latrine.
Don't need
and if
much
you have,
more
there's
than
a
this,
problem.
but
and if you haven't been,
You're
there
going to
is
make
still
mistakes.
a
There are
problem.
difference between you and somebody else that gauge
Get this trash
what they
taken care
believe
of,
they were
right?
taught.
And
like,
by the way, I'm not telling you,
two different teachers
Sergeant,
of both,
that you are the one that I
and so
expect to get this
board
done.
keeps
I
that
expect you
under control.
to find
that
people to get in there and
measurement,
clean it.
that
Like, start
ruler.
knocking on doors.
At the moment,
people
you can
out
just
of their
assent to it.
rooms,
It's like,
start
you're a
exercising your
rookie, total
authority.
snowflake, but they
If
told
you
you
don't,
the board. They tried to get up there
You're
first
gonna
time,
get walked all over.
second time, third
So
time.
have a sense of
That's my note.
responsibility
Catch you on
and
the next
make
one.
sound and timely decisions,
click,
man.
click.
Don't wait